We just see God bringing people here, and people matter to God.
Fredericksburg's unique. At first view, you might think it's a Christian community, but it is not. And there's some good churches here, but the population is overwhelming for the churches that we have, and we need a new gospel presence here in this community and Spotsylvania County at large.
To be honest, Fredericksburg wasn't on my short list. When you think about the DC area, you think about the Capitol building, you think about the Washington Monument, but we forget that starting in Fredericksburg and then further north, there's 7 million people in this area. Multiplication has been a part of our vision since day one. When we started the church in Centerville in Fairfax County, we thought, we want to multiply this church. We want to start a church that starts other churches.
I've known Brandon since we were in college together, and I guess it was this past 4th of July weekend. They texted and said, hey, we need to have a conversation, and we're like, they're gonna ask us to move to Northern Virginia. And so they did, and we said, okay, let's pray about it, let's talk about it. For a long time, God kept saying, stay where you are, remain steadfast. That was kind of the word that we received. And then something shifted, and when we started praying, can we go? He said, what are you waiting for?
We felt kind of like God was calling us to something a little bit different, maybe to step out in faith.
Fredericksburg needs Jesus, and we want to be a part of that fresh start again.
There's new development happening everywhere. And new development, not just stores and businesses, but townhomes and apartments. We're just trying to keep up with the amount of people that are coming to this city. People matter, and that you plant a church for the glory of God for His people.
From the very beginning, this church has missions embedded in its DNA, which a lot of churches miss, and it's something that comes after. And so the priority of that, from a ministry and missionary perspective, that is so exciting to be a part of a church that's who they are.
And we're going to be the first missionaries that they send out, and that is so exciting for us because that means they get to come visit us and bring a team and kind of see all of the work that the Lord allows us to be a part of overseas.
One of our heartbeats is just to be a relational church. People who love people and want them to love Jesus.
There's an openness here, there's a love for Jesus, and there's a willingness to want to get to know you and learn your story.
We are going to center everything we do around what Jesus did for us. And we want to make sure that you make friends, that you build relationships, that you don't walk this life alone and you don't feel like you're alone.
My Impact family is everything to me right now. They cook me dinners, they hang out with me, they check in on me, they love me, they just say welcome home, and they truly have welcomed me home. I love this church, and I just feel God's presence and Him moving here.
There's no better time for us to be sharing the gospel. I mean, we are in a broken, messed up world, and people need Jesus because that's the only answer. That's the only thing that's going to solve all of this. So to be a part of a church that is their core value is let's get back to the good news of the gospel because Jesus changes lives. He's not done with it.
In the next 10 years, they're expecting another 140,000 people in this city, in Fredericksburg. If we wait another 10 years to plant more churches here, we're going to be 140,000 people late.
Come to Impact because we're genuine. We just know who we are. We're broken people who love the Lord, and we're trying to serve Him, and we have a passion to reach the lost.
Come and be a part of seeing a city transformed by the gospel of Jesus. We don't have time to just sit on the sidelines. We've got a job to do, and there's a God who loves us. Come and find that God. It is through Jesus Christ, and come be a part of seeing other people know Jesus too.